Anyway, so I told my dad, my brother, what happened to me today. Yesterday, I went out to my Jeep and the car wouldn't start. And I just put a new battery in it. The battery was dead. I had to break into it with a coat hanger because, you know, these days, if you have a car that has an automatic lock, well, now if the battery's dead, you can't open it. How are you going to get in? How are you going to get in to open the hood? Can't. So I have to break in with a coat hanger. So I keep a coat hanger hand and break into my own car when the battery's dead. Put this battery in. I got it from Walmart. It was an inexpensive battery. Get what you pay for. It's an inexpensive battery. I put it in a month ago and it worked great for a couple of weeks. 2 cars. The Jeep sat for 2 weeks. I didn't drive it. And then yesterday I went to get in the thing and the battery was dead. Here's a brand new battery. So I just yanked it out, take it back. Yanked that thing out last night. Took it back today. Before I did that, I went to another place my friend told me about. 𝐷 starters and batteries in Redlands. Went there and I got a battery from them because I know they got good batteries. I already got one from my other car. Got the Jeep battery in my trunk. Drove out to M&M Auto, Redlands. These guys are great. They got inexpensive batteries that are just really good. Got refurbished batteries too, but I don't get those because the new battery is just a little bit more and they have a longer warranty. Got a new battery over there for $110, $25, something like that, and drove over to Walmart where I had already filled out the return form on the phone last night. Because I knew I was going to return it. I didn't want to put that battery like that again. Cheap Walmart battery. Drove over to Walmart with the new battery from M&M. My trunk got a shopping cart and I rolled the battery into the service desk like the instructions told me to do. I waited in line. I got up there and they said, oh, you can't bring the battery here. Bring the battery back to the auto parts in the back of the store. Nobody told me that. They said, bring it to the service desk. That's what this is. I said, oh, we don't do that. Right, so I walked the cart back to the auto parts section. I stood there in line again. Bot opened up. The guy said,
so what are we going to do here? What are we doing here?
Here's my code. You know, I did fill this out on the internet last night on Walmart's website to return this battery because it's no good. I said,
you can't return a battery after it's been hooked up and used.
I said, what?
You can't return a battery after it's been hooked up and used.
I said, oh, really? Well, what do you recommend I do with it? I bought it here a month ago, and it's no good. And then the manager came up, and there was a gal, and she said, no, you can't. A battery after you put it in and use it. I said, I get it. What do you recommend I do with it? She said, well, you can dispose of it and picked up or dispose of it somehow. I said, all right, so I bought a battery here now, and you tell me to go ahead and dispose of it. I bought it last month. It doesn't work anymore, so you want me to just throw it away? Well, what do I do for a battery?
She said, well,
I'm not sure. Well, wait a minute. Batteries come with a warranty? And the guy looked at me and says,
yeah, 2-year warranty.
I said, well, let's turn it in. Use that warranty right now.
I said, oh, okay.
I'm thinking, why did I have to bring that up? Why didn't he say it? You know, this is what gets to me. But she was standing right there too, the manager. I said, oh, well, we'll have to test it first. I said, well, go ahead. It's going to test dead. Just like this place around here. Didn't say that, but I did think it. Okay, hang on. So she went back to the door where the leads into the mechanics area where the people are working on cars. She knocked on the window and she said, I got to get a tester in here. Got to test the battery. So they gave her a tester. She walked back up to the battery and she hooked it up. And she said, she turned a couple of knobs. I knew what it was going to show. The battery was dead. He left and he called over and he said, well,
what should we do?
I said, well, exchange it. Give him another one. It's only putting out one out. I'm thinking to myself, well, I could have told you that. He goes, all right. So he goes and gets a new battery and he gives it to me, does the paperwork, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to put this battery in my Jeep. I got another one from another place I already know is good. I used them for my car and it's got a great battery in it now. Costs the same as your battery. And I'm not telling him this now. I'm just thinking it. I'm thinking, why do I have to take another battery and get my money back? I bought this thing a month ago. So I said, so I have to exchange this for another battery? There's no way to get my money back for it? He says, no. Okay. He prints out the receipt, prints out everything, does everything, gets all the paperwork done. So he gives me the receipt, gives me the new battery. I put it in my cart. I start to walk away. And then I turned around and I walked back. And he's still standing there, the guy. My cart up against the counter. He said,
did you forget something?
I handed him the receipt and I said, I'd like to return this battery for refund, please. Nothing he could do. He gave me the cash. He told me I had to exchange it if I put the battery in my car. Well, I hadn't put this one in my car. I got a refund. Sure was a really weird way to have to go about it. Oh, no.
20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. Ignition sequence start. We have a liftoff on Apollo 11.
Roger, we got a roll for
Tower clear.
Good, what's that?
Alien contact has been established.